Alright, here's a friendly that I'm playing with Lord J. This is the stalemate situation the quote-unquote stalemate that I was talking about. Both of us have to have one attack in discard pile, and then he has to be at lethal. The idea is both of us have to charge shield back into the deck to tie with each other's shields. He's going to play shield and parry every turn because he doesn't want to get supered. So all I can really do is tie shield into his shield and then grab or parry into his parry. Okay, so we tied parries. Because he has one card in his discard pile that isn't a card that he needs, he actually has shield this turn. And the only way for me not to get hit this turn, if he wants to charge shield, which I'm assuming he does because the risk reward on it is really big if I super, is to shield. Shielding is objectively the best move for me here, because if I get grabbed on this shield, the game kind of returns to normal, but if I decide to super, the game's over for him. So he doesn't want to lose this game, so he'll do the conservative play and shield and parry every turn. Then obviously, because his shield is down, his best move here is to parry because I have super. I'm holding super above his head. And he basically gets to choose when he wants to break out of the stalemate, but if he doesn't want to, then he doesn't have to lose. He doesn't have to lose neutral if he so chooses. Because the only thing that can win against his charged shield, or the only thing that charged shield doesn't lose to outright is my own shield. And the only thing his parry will lose to... Actually, if my shield is in discard and he has parry, he can't lose if he plays parry. So he can just keep cycling those two cards. I think. I don't have any other moves aside from tying parry here. And I haven't figured out how to break out of this, but this is the kind of the situation that Lord J and I were talking about. So if he shields here, he can't lose. If he charge shields here, he can't lose this turn. And of course, if he charges shield, he's going to want to have parry next hand. So obviously I'm going to want to have parry for when he parries, because his parry can't lose to anything. So I want to have something to tie into it. It could be grab. I could try tying into grab, but we're just going to have the next situation where I have to play shield into his shield if I tie parry with his grab. And this is a friendly that we're playing, so this is kind of common in this scenario. This is probably the third or fourth time we've tied shield together. So I need to have my shield for next turn. And I'm just going to try and grab into his parry. Okay, I'm going to demonstrate that we're still in the exact same scenario where he's going to play shield this turn because he doesn't want to get supered. And the only way for me to win in this scenario is to read exactly when Lord J gets bored. So, I mean, we're going to be here for a while because, you know, Lord J is a very by the book kind of player. If he doesn't need to lose, then he won't. The problem with this scenario is that he can't lose if he plays shield and parry over and over. So yeah, that's kind of how it works. I'm going to tie parries within this game, this time. Then I'm going to draw into shield again. If he decides to grab here, it wouldn't really be that good for him. Because then his shield and his grab would be like misplaced, so he can't actually have any reward from shielding. And then because parry is down, I can kind of just shield. I mean, I can kind of just attack. If he doesn't charge it, of course. So I have to tie shields with him this turn. And he has to tie. He could Crushing Inferno actually on my shield, but that's kind of risky because I'm holding super above his head. And so we're just gonna go around in circles for however long Lord J feels like. So that's kind of the scenario. And I did try tying grab into parry the last time. I can't think of any other ways to get out of this except for by reading when Lord J gets bored. And he's not a person who gets bored very easily. The key factors are that we both have a card in discard pile that we can use to basically thin out our deck so that we only have 5-card decks. So every time we charge a card from hand and a card from discard pile, we draw the card from discard pile. I don't want to super at all, but if he were to play anything other than what he's playing right now, he would actually lose. I think. If he tries to grab my shield, he'll have a hand of... Well, let's see. We'll see how this game ends, because this is a situation that we haven't really explored all that well. The only problem with it is that Lord J can choose not to lose, and just keep on playing the way he wants to. Let me know how you guys would play if you were me in this situation, because I wanna explore the situation in this matchup a little more, or a lot more, because I feel like it's going to be common. So yeah, type some comments.